Hi guys, Steve the Transit Camper. Just wanted to bring you a quick review of this new microphone I've bought, these lapel microphones. My one's broken. I've had it about, it's got to be 18 months, 2 years now. But it's broke and they've got a bit of a weak point where they plug in into the bottom of the iPhone. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the old one, which I've had for probably about 18 months. I did a review on this. This was by Zoofon. But to be honest, looking at all these lapel mics, they're all exactly the same, but they have a different make on all of them. So there's one company making them and about 2,000 companies selling them. So this was the reason that I'm changing this. You can just see right in the bottom of there, that's cracked. And it's all broke. So I don't trust that anymore. It does still work, but that's just going to let me down in the field. I only use these microphones when it's windy, so very rarely on the channel, to be honest. So that's the Zoofon one, but they're all the same. All of these lapel mics that come for the iPhone have got this similar setup where there's a gap between the phone and the receiver, and it makes them very vulnerable to damage. So that's the old one. This is the new one. Now this hasn't actually got a make on it. It's just called a wireless lavalier microphone. Lavalier, I'm not sure how you pronounce that really. But these, again, on Amazon, there's 4 different companies that I've seen that sell these. So again, it's going to be different companies, buy a job lot of a few thousand, I expect, and then sell them under their name. So when you actually get one, it hasn't got the company's name that you bought it off on the microphone or on the packaging. So I would imagine most people get this no matter which company they buy from. So opening the box, straightforward. That's just a slide off cover. You've got your microphone, which is nice. It looks decent. And you've got your receiver. And it's got that same vulnerable piece that just sticks out. What they could really do with this is a support coming from the back of it that goes against the back of the phone. So it's sort of, I don't know, just supports it a bit more. But there you go. That is the receiver. That is the microphone. There are instructions in the bottom, which I refuse to read. And you get a new USB-C charger lead just to charge it up. Right, so charging wise, this receiver doesn't need charging. You just plug it into the bottom of your phone. If your phone's going flat, you can also put your lightning connector into there and it will charge your phone while you're still connected to your microphone. So that's good. And then this, you plug in USB-C and it takes 1 to 2 hours, it says. And when the red light goes off, it's fully charged. And it lasts between 8 and 10 hours, so they say. So let me show you that. So there it is plugged in now. It's on charge, the red light's on, and it uses a USB-C. Now I believe when it's fully charged, that red light will just go out. Okay, so that's been on for 1 hour and 15 minutes and the red light's gone out, fully charged. So that's all there is to it really. So I am going to do a quick experiment because I want this to be a fast blast review. I'm just going to switch the microphone on now and I'm going to talk with the microphone on while I'm in the living room. So I'll just stop this and when I next talk again, it'll be through the microphone. So there we have it. This is me now talking through the microphone. There it is. A solid green light means that you're actually connected and you're recording. A flashing green light means the microphone's in standby, and no lights on at all. That means the microphone is obviously switched off. So there's the comparison. That was me talking without the microphone earlier, and now this is me talking with the microphone. So what do you think? I'm just going to do a couple of quick tests holding it away. Sorry if it's clunky. But there's me holding it at an arm's length. You can still hear me quite clearly. I'm going to put it behind me now. Behind me, but it's facing the unit. Can you still hear me? Not so sure. Bring the mic around back to the front, and now it's back in the position it would be if I was doing a video. As I say, I'm only going to use this for windy conditions, no other time. I've got quite a loud, deep voice, and it just carries well on the iPhone. The microphone just works really well for me, to be honest. So I very, very rarely use these, but I thought I'd better get one just for on those windy days, walking down the beach and you want to be able to record something. So there we are. I'm going to do a couple of experiments in the garden. Let me show you those. Okay, so this is me stood at the bottom of the garden and I'm 10 meters away from the camera with no microphone on. Okay, and this is me stood in exactly the same place, 10 meters away from the camera at the bottom of the garden, and I've got the microphone plugged in. What's it sound like? I don't even know yet. So I'm holding the microphone out from that distance. What's that sound like? And now if I bring it right up close to me, that's what it sounds like when I'm talking at, what, 6 inches away? This will be my preferred method on my jumper like that. And I'll only be using this for really windy days. So there you go. I've had a listen back through at the audio, and I'm not wholly convinced that it sounds that good, to be honest. It's a little bit bassy and a little bit distant. I think the iPhone microphone is perfect for what I do. But as I say, when I'm out and it's windy, I will definitely be using it, because you can just walk down a beach if it's windy and the sea's behind you. A lot of background noise and you can talk with the microphone. So I will be using it for that. I may use it for some stealth camps in the future when I'm by a busy road, because I have found that my voice is really quiet then as well, because of the road noise. So that's it. Mine was made by ProTech, or sold under the name of ProTech. I've seen those other names that I listed. Patonen was one. I can't remember. But anyway, I think they're worth the money. It's worth £20 of anybody's money. Is it a professional sound? Is it fantastic? Can you use it all the time? I don't think so. Not really. I think you've got to get up into the £100, £200 bracket to get a really good tone on some of your microphones. But anyway, thanks for looking. Little fast blast review of those lapel mics. Catch you next time.